Good morning, my salty sausages, and welcome to the Reefer's Network.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't have a clue if we're even live. I don't know how the software works. I've just been told if I want to do a poll, I have to go and get a PhD from Cambridge, which is a pretty huge dong.
Get them on eBay, mate.
Can you?
Yes. I've got mine. Someone in the comments could tell us if we're live, I'm sure.
Yeah. Can anybody see us? Are we going live? Yep, live. Thanks, John.
Excellent. Thank you.
I see we've got Tommy B in the chat.
Yeah, Tommy B, who dropped me off a bottle of whiskey yesterday at the garden centre. Tommy, thank you so much, you weirdo. I mean, I've never been so creeped out in all my life, but I appreciate it.
Now known as Stalker Tom. That's what we like. Do a good deed on here and we'll pick you up for it.
Yeah, so I want to say good morning to everybody. We'll start with who's actually on the stream. Lee, good morning.
Good morning, Ron. How are you on this fine and wonderful, beautiful day? Look at how beautiful I look this morning. Clean shaven and hot.
Very, very handsome.
Your black eye is less prominent today.
Sorry?
So your black eye is less prominent today.
Yeah.
Yeah, toned it down.
Oh my God. Steve, your first time on the Reefing Network. Welcome. How are you?
Great, thanks. Yourself?
I've just realised I've messed up. It's Steve.
Yeah.
No, welcome to the network. It's great to have you on.
Thank you. Rob,
good morning.
Oh, hello. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while since we chatted.
Yeah.
So I think I've just worked out how to do this. So good morning, Will Stone Reefer. I'm now going to call you Willie Stone Reefer.
Stones Reefer, no?
Yeah, that'll do.
I do.
Ever present as always, Johnny Boy. Morning, John.
Hey, morning, John.
Hello.
Young Ryan, who is... I'm sorry, Liam. He is more handsome than you.
Yes.
Sorry. Good morning, Amanda. Thank you for joining.
Morning.
Appreciate the support. This should be absolute carnage. Good morning, John.
Hi, John.
Thank you very much. Liam? Yep. He is definitely more handsome than you. Jack Mehoff has joined. Good morning. I'm trying to behave. Good morning, Anthony. Thank you for joining. Good to see you.
Morning.
Drippy. Good morning, slut.
Morning, Drippy. I hope you got your corals are okay that you took home with you.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, Bernadette. Good morning, Bernadette.
What's Bernadette on? Right, we're not got to that bit yet. Good morning, Jamie. Is that Jamie?
Hi, Jamie. Yeah, Jamie's going to be on in a week or two with his tank too.
That sounds good. Looking forward to that, Jamie.
Thanks for the watch, Jamie. Much appreciated.
Dave.
Thanks, Rob. Morning, Dave.
Morning, Dave.
Morning, Melinda. Oh my God, you are rocking the live stream. So she stayed up for salty banter yesterday, and I think it was about 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
She's keen or completely mental.
What's that, 8 o'clock in the evening over there, I guess, is it?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there?
Yeah. Tommy, what a legend. Cannot believe you did that for me. Thank you so much. I did give you a mention in Salty Banter, but having this dropped on me at 8 o'clock last night, I haven't had a chance to edit it yet. We've done you.
What are you playing at? You should be done.
Yeah.
Don't know to edit out.
I was about to say, did you need to edit it? Was there like bad language or something in it?
There isn't actually that many edits, I don't think. We were actually
I don't think it was that bad. Yeah.
It was almost
I left early.
You did. You actually
That's why it was
all
good.
about your grandkids. You know, salty banter, grandkids.
What was that? I missed that.
Started getting fun after you went.
Yeah, that's normally the case.
Good morning, AD Reef.
Go,
Who else have we got here? Good morning, Bernadette. How are you?
That?
Good to see you. Cheeky sausage. Morning, Paul.
Yeah,
Who else have we got? Good morning, Jazz. Nice to see you. Oh, yep. Just a little bit after 3 a.m. Really appreciated you joining, though. It was very good. Wow. Who's that? Anyone know who that is?
No, no clue.
No, just, well...
Master Onion, maybe? I don't know.
We'll move
Some
on.
loser. Yeah.
Oh, you've just reminded me. I was literally going to get an onion from the kitchen, draw a face on it, and then pretend it was talking with somebody else's voice on it. But
anyway.
I've also forgotten to drop the sound clip I was going to use at the very start, so I'll drop it now.
Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
Coming to America, what a film.
Amazing.
Very
so we have absolutely zero structure for this morning. Literally zero. So I am begging people to ask questions in the chat. Please keep it completely and utterly non-reefing related. We don't want it to sound too sensible. Don't want to go down that route. So, Lee, how has your week in reefing been?
Yeah.
Yep, it's enough.
I did this yesterday. I can't even remember what I said then. Oh, I lost my Regal Angel and I lost...
Oh.
A crow... No. Yeah, I lost a Chromis. Fuck yeah.
What, same tank?
Yeah. Chromis had hammered shit out of it. Regal Angels are finicky anyway, but I did lose me one and only wreckfish, what they're called.
Anthea?
Anthea.
Yeah.
Like thread fin.
Anthea Turner?
Yeah. I'd had it for a while, so I was waiting for it to peg it. So, but yeah.
What, is that all in the space of a week?
Kinda. We went like 2 weeks. The Regal Angel, it were hiding 2 days after being let go. So I was waiting for, I knew that was going to be a thing, but they are a very temperamental thing. As far as Chromis is concerned, they're just all ganged up on it.
Yeah, as Chromis do.
Yeah,
survival at weakest.
Have we all lost a fish this week, Rob? Come on, make us feel better. Have you lost something?
I have not. Well, I've lost something, but not a fish.
The plot.
What have you lost, Rob?
The will to live.
Yes, on a certain stream.
Happened at 10 a.m.
Yeah, I haven't lost a fish for... Blimey. I haven't lost a fish this year. No,
Can I just... To answer your question, Liam, no. Because if I swing it around like a aimless thing, it tends to dislocate in the shoulder and that hurts slightly. But I did.
That is a good question, though.
When I dance. If I dance and I've got to, if you know where you go like that.
Yeah, I got you.
That hurts. So.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad that's cleared up.
So other than all the death, Lee, what else has been happening with you?
Not a great deal. Just been really busy week with coming up to Christmas, taking my mum out and such like. Obviously not with a rifle. She runs too fast. I can't get a good, line of sight on her. But yeah, I found flatworms in my torches, which I'm in process of dipping. I released my video this last night for people who haven't seen it. It's a good watch.
Yes, very good. Check out the One Armed Reefer YouTube channel, everybody. It's very good.
I'm at 195 subscribers. If I can get to 200 before Christmas, that'd be superb.
We don't do begging here. We don't do begging, Lee. That's...
Yeah, I do. I don't give a shit.
Very nice.
Please. Aquaforest will love me if you do.
You whore.
Other than that, not a great deal, really.
Good job I'm not hosting. I would have kicked you.
Well, that's it. If it had been me hosting, all this would have been purple, and there'd been a big Aquaforest sign in the background.
What a subhuman scumbag!
Yep.
Unbelievable.
I can be bought very easily.
Yeah. So, did anyone see the BBC documentary this week with David Attenborough?
Have I found him?
Well, no. I'm just going to show a very short clip, and it is a very short clip of what actually was on, and we'll see what people think. Here we go.
This extraordinary creature is half blind, half deaf, and this is just about as fast as it can move.
I look back, I'm having a really tricky.
Oh dear. Yeah.
I was
missed it.
actually laughing so hard during playing that, I actually started to see stars. I got a little bit. I actually thought I was maybe going to faint.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't come on the stream to be bullied, you know, Ronald.
No. This is not bullying. This is not
No.
bullying at all.
I don't know what it is, but it's not bullying.
Just for the record, I didn't make it. The BBC made it, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
David made it.
I wondered what that big film crew were doing in my house.
Yeah.
Sort of having another, you know.
Yeah. You thought it was a raid at first. Oh, damn, they found me.
Oh, my God.
Get out, Silla.
Anyway, so, Steve, welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
I hope you're
Good to
feeling
see you breathing.
I hear you've had the sniffles.
Yes, yeah. A bit of man flu, you know. I think I'm going to survive, though.
Lucky you made it through me.
See, to be totally honest, I think everybody's had it. Like, I mean, everybody. So what's been happening in your week in reefing? Are you getting any videos dropping? I mean, I hear you cancelled on an absolute celebrity.
Yeah. I kind of. Yeah, I did feel a bit bad.
You got over it quite quick, though.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm still a little bit hurting inside.
What, in the breast area with a broom? Yeah.
I said to Tom, I'm going to have Steve on today, and he said, well, he's dead to me, so I'm not coming on.
I'm going to say, well, don't count on him being there.
I'd rather die than be on a stream with him.
He said he'd probably drop out 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Give a little, oh.
Yeah, I thought I better soldier through on this one.
A little trooper.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Good breakfast there, Lee?
It's just me can of pop, sorry.
Can of pop.
Ooh.
I didn't have time to make a brew.
Yeah. How's your weekend in reefing been? You getting into report, or have you just been in your bed sniveling like a bitch?
Well,
how's your plates going? All right? Are they gone?
The what? Sorry.
Your plates.
The plates are gone. Yeah. The plates are dead. Yeah, they're both there. I've tucked them down the back of the tank just in case they drop anything.
Oh, still there. Yeah. Clinging to the fact they might drop a baby.
Yeah, I think it's very unlikely.
Looking like Skeletor over the back.
Yeah. But on a positive note, my battered starfish is almost completely recovered. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the little tank is in the fluval tank as well, and I've got.
Have you been struggling to walk properly, Steve, since that happened?
It's been uncomfortable to sit at certain angles. Yeah.
Also, on the subject of dropping babies, I've only ever seen that happen once outside Tesco's.
Fair enough.
I've seen it happen loads of times.
That's
through my own eyes. You know what I mean?
How did that starfish become unbattered? And what battered it? The fish.
I think the copper band took a chunk out of it before the copper band went into the wave maker.
They were probably tripping there.
Yeah.
I reckon the starfish went threw it in the wave maker.
Have some of that.
How do you like it? Yeah.
The starfish was in a really bad way. There's like lots of what looked like intestines hanging out of the starfish when I fished it out of the main tank and put it in the little tank. And I just left it in that little tank, and it's recovered.
Oh, okay. Well, something good then.
Thanks, Dave.
I need to remember to turn the comments off. I left that one up about Lee's arm way too long. Way too long. Where's he going? Oh, there we go. Live on air, everybody.
Yeah.
And I do have a load of, I think they're like conch larvae growing in that fluval evo tank. They were like, there's little snaily things all over the glass. So
that'd be cool if they do actually get to maturity, though.
So I have got one that's about, I don't know, 12 mil long in my display tank that's survived.
Well, it's not impressive, but So you got a pair of conches then?
I have 4 in total.
Oh,
And I quite regularly host an orgy in my main tank.
I knew the word orgy was coming. Don't ask me why.
just four and orgy go together. So are they in the tank behind you, or are they in your little? I don't know.
Yeah. So I normally I wait until the orgy's over and then fish around in the gravel. There's like a big jizzy sack, and I drop that in the fluvial.
Like a floppy sausage in the other tank.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I can now totally sympathise with Tom looking like he doesn't have a clue what's going on, because I am concentrating on the comments to bring them up, and they're so funny, it's almost impossible. This is ridiculous. And how are you supposed to remember who you've already said good morning to?
Have you just seen who's in the chat?
Yeah.
I mean, what is he up at like 5 o'clock in the morning or something?
5 o'clock in the morning.
Mental. Good
I'll
to see
say
you.
hello.
Hello, Jim.
Good morning, Jim,
Morning, Jim.
from Chicago. At
Good morning,
5
sir.
a.m.
Wow.
Clearly something wrong with them, or
Yeah. Is
maybe
he gone
not
for a
bed
done?
yet.
Just
I've
got
not seen a
done,
picture of him.
taking his
Is
phone
that-
with him.
Sorry, Jim. Love you.
Pay
yeah,
for that later.
I'll try and say good morning to other people just quickly, and we'll get back to you, Steve. I don't know who else has joined since then. Oh, who's this?
Is that
Good morning, Sean.
Sean?
What a beautiful fish
Beautiful.
in your avatar.
Yeah, that's nice.
That is
Bucket list fish is that for me.
good morning, Harry.
Hello,
Morning,
Harry.
Harry.
Nice to see you.
Thanks
Yeah.
for watching the video, Harry. Much appreciated.
Who else have we got? Who else have we
Well,
got?
Steve hasn't watched it, has he?
I think that's us up to date. So back to you, Steve. So you've got baby conch. Do you think
Yep.
if you get maturity, you would sell them, or just maybe throw them at your neighbour's house, see if they stick? I did that with a wet pita bread one time.
Did it stick?
Nice.
It, nearly swore. Yes, it did. It stuck to their
Excellent.
bathroom window and was there for a month.
Wow.
I saw a robin peck at it one day, and it still stayed there.
So if I did that here, you would be inundated with seagulls very, very quickly.
Oh,
Yeah.
But it was stuck
Interesting.
vertically to a window, and I think with the reflection they couldn't see it. But this robin eventually saw it. What a shit story! Sorry. Back to conch.
Yeah. I can't see anyone coming to buy conch really.
So how long does it take to get to, I don't know, what's the sellable size? 20 mil?
Yeah.
A year?
I don't know.
Why
They've
not?
been in the tank probably 3 months.
Okay. What, and it's 12 mil?
Yeah, I reckon
Tablets
it's taken
can help
about that. About 3 months to get to 12 mil.
It's not bad. Are they
That's
doing a
not
good
bad,
job
is
of cleaning the glass?
They are in the fluvial where there's like probably 100 of them.
Right.
But yeah, in my main tank, they're terrible. But they're quite good at cleaning the gravel, and apart from that and the odd entertaining orgy, that's about it.
So, do you want to talk a little bit about your YouTube channel? Obviously, you're now part of the Reefers network. Do you want to talk a little bit about your channel and what you do and how people can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube.
OnlyFans.
That's handy.
I haven't started no OnlyFans yet.
Excuse me, Ron. Why are we plugging a man who's got more subscribers than me and you put together?
Well, that's not hard, is it?
I don't really know what I'm doing on it. I think that's
Well, you can tell.
Spoken like a true professional. I'll turn the camera on and see what happens.
rather than trying to kind of sell myself as like a reefing YouTuber. I'm like, if I can do it, surely anyone can.
That's exactly how I feel. It's exactly how I feel. If I can do this, then there's got to be something wrong with anybody else that can't.
Yeah.
Because I am
Yeah.
educationally subnormal, I think is what my father called me to one of my teachers at a parents' evening.
And I can verify that.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice. What my dad said. My dad said, "Which one's mine?"
Which one's mine?
I was wondering what was coming
That
there.
one over there.
Oh
Didn't
dear.
realise you inherited those kids from your dad, did you?
Yeah.
My God, that makes them brothers and sisters, Rob. It does kind of explain some stuff.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh dear, sorry, Steve. Your YouTube channel. So you say you don't have a clue? No, your content is excellent.
I try and
You put out a lot. You put out a lot of content. You're a busy man.
Oh, that's
yeah. No, not this week. I haven't. I
No,
tend to try and I'll get a bit of inspiration, and I'll probably make 5 or 6 videos, and then I'll just schedule them all on YouTube to come out one a week. And that way, then when I'm a bit poorly or feeling a bit uninspired, then it doesn't matter.
So do you treat it like a Sunday night before school on a Monday morning? You just cram it all in.
Whenever inspiration hits me, I'll just do a load of videos.
Big time. Yeah.
So
before the down hits. So you sound like a massive drug taker.
He does.
Yeah.
A little bit more evidence there.
Nasal problem. So anyway, yeah. So when you're on a high, you make loads of videos, and then
then a crash.
Till you score again.
A question from
I've got off on a tangent. What inspires Steve?
I don't know. Sometimes I just see something and I think, oh yeah, that'll make really good content. And I guess it's a bit of a balance, because that happens quite often, but I often lose the fight to my impatience, and I'll just do it anyway and think, shit, I should have filmed that. That would have made quite a good video.
And then when you've completely run out of inspiration, you message somebody like me just to fill some space.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that live stream. I think making the coral names up was probably one of the most fun things I've done in a few weeks. It
was very
It was
good.
fun. It was.
So can I ask, what actually got you into doing YouTube videos then, Steve?
So I kind of did them pre-reef keeping. I started making first YouTube videos when I started flying model aircraft and racing drones and stuff like that.
Oh, fucking nerd.
I used to film me crashing my racing drone into trees and all sorts of stuff. And then when I started reef keeping, I thought, why don't I YouTube it? So I created a little sub channel and did that.
I mean, if you crashed a drone into your tank, I'd watch that.
Yeah, I don't know how well the lithium battery would do in the tank.
I would
Makes it
definitely
exciting. Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, the seal's holding out. But
So do you still race drones or not?
no, some idiots started flying around airports. So I had quite a bit of expensive reefing equipment, flying equipment.
What
So
do they call it? Droning? Is it droning? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Droning on.
Yeah, I mean, I've been known to drone on before. So
Have you got a droner?
That's unusual. Would you say that's a bigger hobby than the reefing hobby?
I would say there's probably a lot more people doing it. Yeah,
Droning.
yeah.
I've seen one drone in my life, and it was somebody who brought it to the garden centre to do some aerial stuff.
Right.
I've never ever physically seen another drone, but you hear people talking about drones going up in people's back gardens, and I mean, I'm assuming Christmas Day is quite drony.
Yes, yeah, you'd think so. I mean, I do still have a drone, but I don't have a racing drone anymore.
You used to race them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
yeah.
Sorry, I was too
Used to
busy
be in-
clicking on stupid stuff in this channel to try and make it look professional.
Yeah. I mean, what is the range enough that you could send your drone up to Ron and get a little frag and bring it back?
No.
Bill's bollocks hand delivered.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
That would be good.
Yeah.
Maybe we could work on that and extending the range.
Yeah.
As long as you don't fly over any prisons or anything, so they like to shoot them down.
Do they?
You'd have to plan the route properly.
Yeah, zigzag. Yeah, there's a lot of prisons in the Midlands as well. It's just a throwaway statement.
Oh my god! Oh, Mo's in the house.
Hello, Mo.
Is that Mo from
How's Leicester looking? How's Leicester looking this morning? Sunny? Mo's coming on in the new year. I think the 3rd of Jan.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, superb! I wasn't sure he actually existed.
Well, I mean, I say he's coming on.
He's got a massive tank.
He has.
Is this Mo with the house the building was actually designed for the tank and then built around the tank?
Yeah,
that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
8 bit
droner.
Massive droner. Oh my god.
Hey, look, see, sunny Leicester.
Morning, Techers.
Here's tectonic
Techers.
plate reefer. Yep. Morning, Tech. Mr. Hurrens Reef has joined us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can't believe more people are joining. This is bizarre. Can anyone see how many people are on?
It's in the top left of your corner, Ron, where it says live.
3.
Oh, look, who
That's
knows
not
what
bad.
it's
But there's 4 of us.
Yeah. Who's not looking at the screen?
All with a fake account trying to boost the numbers. We've got 34. It was 35 until I said that. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm off.
Rob,
Off your pop. Hello.
how's your week in reefing been? What's been happening?
Well, normally I'll go,
Yeah.
But how has it been? It's been all right, really. I mean, it's nice when I've got nothing to say because it means nothing's blown up, nothing's died, nothing's broke. I went to my LFS little Christmas soiree yesterday morning, and what's his name? Tangtastic on Instagram. I don't know if any of you guys know them. He came back to look at the tank. He lives reasonably local. Yeah, that's about it, really. Clean the glass. Nothing died.
How long did it take you to clean your glass? And
4
what
days.
is it? A day per panel, and you don't clean the back.
No.
What do you use to clean your glass?
What do I use? A flipper.
Is it Flipper Max?
Yes.
Is it the edge with the blade on both ends?
No.
So it's not the Dolphin from the 80s series, Flipper.
I mean, most of the time I don't use the blade anyway.
What do you use? I reckon that was Lee's nickname at school.
I reckon, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Normally I just use the belt. I use the Velcro side mostly.
Yeah. The
So
fuzzy
I do
side.
it. Yeah, I just do it daily because it makes it just quicker. Because if I leave it, it's just it's a big pane of glass in it. So if I leave it for a few days, and it just takes more order of magnitude longer than if I just do it daily.
How's the inverter going?
Don't know. I know.
The breaker's still broken.
I think the breaker that should break is broken. I think that's where I am.
Got a broken breaker.
Yeah.
This is just a carbon copy of Salty Banter from yesterday. Literally
It is.
the same
Yeah.
words. You don't know if it's working.
No, because if I flick the breaker, it still tells me the main power's on. So I don't know. I'll just wait till New Year and I'll get a Sparks back. Where am I based? Brentwood's in Essex. I mean, by based, you mean where do I live, I guess? So makes me sound like an army base or something.
It does a wee bit, doesn't it?
I was thinking like a Christmas turkey.
Me and my men, we're mobbed out in the east. Christmas turkey, yeah. So that is. I'm just trying to think of anything else. I'm still making my inroads towards what I shouldn't hold up a packet of white powder, should I really?
So that is borax.
That is borax, yes, which
Very
will make
nice.
my boring
Hello.
solution. Hello. Oh dear. Yeah. So next year I should be not buying any proprietary made anything for the tank other than salt, really.
But it wasn't just a straightforward click, buy it now with that powder. You had to kind of say, no, I'm a professional.
Yeah, this is exactly what I said. I'm a professional something. Probably sent it to me just out of comedy value. Yeah, so you meant to have a trade account or a business account in order to order that, or be a professional, which I thought was a bit open to interpretation. Who's that? Is that you, Mike?
Yeah,
Is that you, Mike?
It's Lee,
your
Lee,
mic?
could you type without a hammer?
Sorry.
What? It's playing whack-a-mole.
Oh, they're all out this morning.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so I thought this particular chemical might have been the most most difficult to get, but I've got it now. So I thought I'd get that one first. Now I've got it, I can get all the rest, and I can make up my K elements. So in the new year, hopefully I'll be dosing the A's and the K's all self-made.
Superb. Now that's going to be a hell of a saving, because I just topped up my A and K yesterday, and I think in total I topped up about 2 litres of each, and that is not cheap.
No, I think there's £240, I think, retail for the big 5 litre tubs.
Yeah, I only get the 1 litres. The wholesaler doesn't do the 5 litres, but
right.
I mean, don't get me wrong, 1,500 ml of my frag system lasts just over a year. It's like 373 days or something at the dose I'm using. So it's not
right. Okay.
I'm not topping it up often. Know what I mean?
No, I mean you don't. No,
so much money.
Yeah, it is. It is for what they cost to make. Yeah, so I'm doing over 500 quid a year on those. I'll just like, I can buy enough to do. What did I work it out at? 4 or 5 years worth for just over 200 quid.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
we will come back to this subject, because I do want to talk a wee bit more about the kind of additives things. So Drippy obviously knows exactly where you live, Rob. I won't leave that on the screen. I won't leave that on the screen too long. Here's this Todger boy corals again. Who's this? Ron, we need to get Rob's wife on with the squeaky toy ones. Okay, I wasn't actually expecting to find that as funny as when I read it. Yeah, and here she is. Did you forget the tea?
You forget the tea. Constantly.
Oh, so Wakefield Reefer. Wakefield Reef, sorry. Is that
Timothy?
Is that Malibu?
Yeah, because he makes his own traces, doesn't he? I think.
Ah.
Oh, he makes his own magnesium alkalinity and calcium. I don't do traces yet, I don't think.
I thought he was. I thought Tom did a whole thing about him doing his. Oh, was that in Rugby? Is that someone else?
I'm not sure. I don't think Tim does. I'm not sure. Tell us, Tim.
Okay.
Oh, he does, yeah. Not tell a lie. Yeah, he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he does.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah, he don't make them. Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's basically I'm making the anion and cation traces that Tropic Marin use in their A and K. Basically, I'm just replicating that, really.
Something I don't think enough people talk about is how careful you have to be with the A and K and not contaminating them with even the tiniest, and I don't mean this in a joking sense, trace. I poured some into my beaker, and I normally religiously go backwards and forwards to the sink and rinse out my 2 litre beaker to get the exact amount.
So
and I forgot to rinse it because my phone went and somebody asked me something, and I then poured a couple of glugs of K into the A, and the colour change just went poof, and that's it, completely ruined. So yeah, be careful with it. It's a very expensive fluid. So if I had poured 1,400 ml of K and then went to top it up with 1 drip of A, completely ruined. Yeah.
Yeah, you happy with that, Lee?
Yeah.
He has the attention span of my foreskin. Honestly, he if he's not talking, he's messing with something.
We all know that.
I thought my ADHD was horrendous, but Lee, you're on another level.
It's terrible. I had an idea, so I just wanted to.
Andy's changed his name.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I changed
Talking
mine
about-
as well. Yeah.
Being careful with chemicals and warnings. When I visited Rob, it did make me chuckle because as you walk in, there's a container that says danger, and then he's got the chemical formula for what's in it, and it's like most people have no clue what's in that.
Well,
it
if
never
it
occurred-
dangerous, somebody comes in and he's lying
Didn't
on the
occur to
floor.
me. Yeah, broken neck, falling down those steps. They're not going to give a shit that there's a container that says danger, are they?
Yeah, watch when you're shoveling me up, you don't knock that over.
Don't knock it over because you will lose your feet.
See, it still makes me laugh to this for Rob because he's got such intelligence and he's so great, but he still didn't think about, well, if I put water on a substance that absorbs water, what's going to happen when you wash your drying beads out?
Yeah, but they were dirty, Lee. If something's dirty, you wash it. Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, you're working on your trace elements.
I am, yes. And one of the things that come out of Meckley's marathon that we did was, I said it jokingly actually a couple of months ago about making my own salt. You know, that little nugget of an idea just gets in anal beads with that. They were. Oh God.
I think the hardest bit being serious, which is unusual for me. I remember talking to Joseph from Reef Elements, and he was going to do his own salt at one point. And the hardest bit is finding someone to mix it properly.
I'll just put it in a cement mixer.
True. Not with cement, obviously.
Maybe. With a bit of carbonate. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably like a lot of these things, it's not going to be worthwhile if you can't do it to scale. Nice on stage. Blimey. Is he going to make it through this stream?
I don't know. I think he might be close to dying. So when your mic is live, it glows red, and when it's off,
yeah. If I mute it, it turns off.
Yeah, it's unusual. You can touch it and it doesn't go red.
Yeah.
Okay.
So oh my god, my week in reefing. Whole load of frags up to my local LFS in Glasgow, a big batch of corals for Christmas. And while I was there, they were literally selling right there, which was absolutely amazing. I actually even helped sell some of them. Guy went to the checkout with 4, and then I sold an extra wee 5th one because I says, "Oh, how come you're not buying one of Bruce Lee's boners? That's who doesn't want that just before Christmas?"
Yeah.
And he said
back for it.
And his exact words were, "Which one is Bruce Lee's boner with a completely poker straight face?" Like I just said,
even funnier.
Yeah, so strange. So I just went, that one?
So at no point did he crack a smile?
No.
All right. So he's going to tell everyone that comes to look at his tank, that's Bruce Lee's boner coral.
Yes, he is.
Like it's perfectly normal.
Yes.
Wow.
What have you been doing today? I've been fragging Bruce Lee's boner.
Look at that.
I need to almost include him more so he just behaves and just stops all the nonsense.
Oh, dear.
You can all change your names back if you want. I was just having fun.
No, I quite like Todd.
That's all right.
Oh, Melinda wants to talk about halides.
Apparently, if you've got halides, you don't need a UV.
Yeah.
Sterilizes your water, apparently.
It's in the bulb.
Yep. Organic.
Yeah. And remember, a photon is not a photon.
And is a what?
Yeah, what's a what?
So, Todger Boy Coral says, "Lee, I have to tell you, this isn't OnlyFans." Oh, why does he instantly just change his posture when something?
He does. He just caresses his moob.
Yep. I'll put it back to normal.
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah,
wrong.
so I delivered a whole load of girls up to Glasgow.
Right. Is that going to be a regular thing, do you think? Like every 3 months or something? Or no?
It's
Irregular.
very
regular.
random. Very
Right.
irregular.
Did you just get it in for a little pre-Christmas sow or something?
No, I think it's probably for between Christmas and New Year when people come in with all their money and they want to spend it all on fish and corals. I know what it's like. I mean, we get it here. You know, everyone comes in and spends their vouchers. Like, you know, you get 5 years on them, but they have to spend them within
Before the
30
new year.
seconds. Yes. What else you got? What else you got? They buy a bag of dog toys and they don't have a dog.
Yeah.
Really weird. Anyway. Oh, we've got a question for you, Lee.
I'm just answering it now. 45p a minute first.
Is that all?
Yeah, that sounds very cheap.
Times are hard.
Doesn't it?
Are they?
Is that 22.5 pence per nip?
Have you got both nipples? Because I would have thought a man of your lifestyle
Funny enough,
would
yeah.
at least have one or three, I would
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
I've got
But
both of them, but funny enough, one of my mates has only got one of those.
There we go. Right. What, you borrowed it or?
No, she fell off a push bike when we were out riding and she caught, I think it worked.
You both on the same bike?
Yeah. Pressed it on a shirt, took nipple off.
The what on her shirt?
What's that?
Pressed
What's
it
that?
off at pockets.
It ripped her nipple off.
Yeah, you know the sharpness inside a press stud. It caught a nipple, went, took it off.
Well,
There was blood everywhere. It was horrific, but I got to see her tits, so yeah. I just got to look for silver
I
lining.
mean, I've got to probably regret, but how old was she at the time? Because I'm in my head, she was like 8.
I think we should just move on from that.
We're mid-teens, so
Oh,
we're both, just so we clarify here, we're both same age. We're at school together.
we need to move on.
We're on the cusp of danger here, aren't we? We really are.
Oh, did you notice, Ron, in the video of mine, I referred to the Hollywood Stunner as Stoner. Or Stunner.
Did you say stoner?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have a clue what that word means. Yeah, in Scotland it means standing up, and we use it as a... Anyway. Yes, John. Scaramanga.
Scaramanga.
To be honest, Lee's just more Scar.
Yeah. Be a good coral name, that.
That's a really good idea. Scarred Lee. Oh, Tommy Boy's bringing the quality of the stream up with just hard
you.
on.
That's it. Yeah, just cut to the chase.
Oh, we've got a reefing question.
Oh,
What?
move on.
Who'd I ban this person?
What the hell do you think he is?
Do you mean
He's
mean
got
that
just
guy?
enough flow to crack the seal. That's what he's got.
Hey, funnily enough, somebody did say to me, do you know you have, I've got 4 MP40s in this tank, Huron's Reef. They're all on the back wall. And somebody did say to me, have you thought that constant pressure is slightly pushing at your front pane? I don't know. It's covered in warranty. I'll just get another 3.
Yeah, exactly.
I think somebody said on Salty Banner yesterday, send them in 2s.
Yeah, you should always have a backup tank.
Morning, Carl. How are you? I now know your name is Carl.
Morning.
You do. I'm looking forward to the new tank in January. Must be winging its way to him for Christmas.
So is this Carl with the puffer?
Yes.
Puffer.
Yes.
Yes, I don't care. I just love a tank swap. Yes.
I suppose you don't have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Easy, Tiger. Easy, easy, easy. Did you not see the little video I posted of me singing Christmas carols to the staff while they lifted the tank out in the snow?
No.
Such an amazing boss.
Hate me. They hate me. Oh, God. Oh, Liam says, I get told by an aquarium builder to turn my flow down as it would void the warranty.
Top builder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Surely it'd be better to design a tank that can handle the flow.
No, Steve. No. Don't start making sense. Jeez.
Very quick to ban people here, Steve. What's your stat?
Sorry.
I got a black eye for my
Rama, good morning. How are you? Hope you're feeling better. I hear you've had some wins in life, so that's good to hear. How are the corals? So the corals are growing like mad. And I'm not just saying, right, so I think there's this attitude towards people that spend money in this hobby, right? So yes, is that
Mom's looking for lights for his coral farm.
Yep. Gobble. Is this an extortionately expensive light? Yes, it is. Did I need it? No. Have I been wanting one for a long time? Yes. For those of you that just want to hate on somebody spending a bit of money, you can fuck right off. Anyway, the corals are definitely growing faster. And I don't know whether I said it on this stream or somebody else's stream. Too many streams. Piss stream. I, by accident, left this light on 80% peak intensity instead of 50% for 24 hours. I still to this day don't know how it happened. I programmed it for 50%. I came in the next day and it was like Spain in here.
It's probably a Chinese 50%.
Could be.
The problem.
Could be.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been attacked by a wild bear.
Sounds like a velociraptor. So,
would you have made that mistake if you had an app to control the light?
Well, funny you should mention that. I did use the IP address to log in and not the app because I didn't know there was an app. Did you guys know there was an app?
I don't think there is an app.
Oh, we've been informed by a reputable person that there's no app.
Yeah. Oh. So at the end of this 24 hours, I then realized it was running at 80%. And after I realized that, I then quickly jumped on to Neptune Fusion. And my alkalinity had dropped from 8.3 to 6.8. Calcium had dropped from 400 to around about kind of 350. So consumption went through the roof. And I know it sounds like I should maybe then have left the light at 80%. But I didn't want to ramp it up too quick. So I'm now at 60% this week, and I'll go up 10% a week. And I will probably leave it at 80% because 100% is ridiculous. So Rob, I'm getting vibes you're slightly tempted by them. Now, the fact that they are completely silent. Now, sitting here on this live stream, there would normally have been a hum coming through this just from those two radians, not normally when they're at peak, but the silence, I have to admit, I really like it. And zero light spill on my desk, which is literally a continuation of the tank here. None. And it is the biggest light they make over a 300 XL reefer. So it's a very focused light, which some people don't like. So yeah, it's working well, and it's definitely, there's quite a lot of evidence now to support the fact that they do grow corals. So yeah, that's to answer your question, Rama. Apologies that I went on so long. Hurren's Reef, he has 2 MP40s on his back wall and a reef wave on one side, but considering another, but could it cause issues on the seals? I say put 10 on. Go for it.
Has he got a Red Sea tank then?
Doesn't say. Do you want to let us know what tank you have? He is asking. No, I don't. I think they're on 60%, but they are on. What's the completely random? What is it? Reef Crest?
High energy reef. Yeah, I think that's random. Isn't it?
I think it's Reef
high
Crest.
energy.
Yeah, I think I've gone for. Yeah.
Yeah, I run Reef Crest.
Yeah, it works really, really well for me.
I just run every pumper got 100%.
Well, I mean, 13 feet's a lot of water.
Yeah,
You're pushing a lot.
I am.
Only 7 thumbs up, Harry said. You scumbags. That's the
Yeah,
way
but we got
listeners
10
are.
thumbs down. So, you know.
It's not my channel.
Seven thumbs up, 2 thumbs down.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, it's got that's the same tank as yours then, is it? 300 XL, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Liam. Yeah, too much growth will spoil it, and I have actually had to snap off the branch from Acropora, the Joker, because it's starting to kind of encroach on one of the other stags there. So, but
when did you crack that off then?
I normally crack one off roughly once a day. Yeah, just to keep on top of things because I don't want my bollocks exploding. 300 XL, cool. That is the same tank. So yeah, it depends what you're housing in there.
Does that mean that doesn't mean that's a peninsula, does it? Or is that the only style they do?
No, it's just a 300 XL with a central weird. Yeah,
right.
It's just a standard tank. So the reason why I've got 4 Huron's Reef, I wish I knew your name. Does anyone know his name?
Dave.
Cool, Dave. Whether your name's Dave or not, it is now.
Jennifer.
So I have 4 on there because I have no sand, and it is pretty much only SPS other than my pecan garden, which is actually not in flow. It's on almost at the front of the glass, so it's not getting any direct flow, just what bounces off the glass. So that's the only reason why I'm using 4. If you've got sand, I mean, 3 out of my 4 MP40s are right at the very bottom of the tank, sweeping the bottom underneath my scape and then tumbling it over, which works really well because it literally blows the detritus. You can see it live. It blows the detritus and it goes straight down the weir. It's absolutely amazing. And I don't like stuff on the side glass power heads. I think it... Obviously, I've gone for a very particular aesthetic, which Rob is a huge fan of. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. You're right there, Rob? Do you want to swallow that down? Ooh. Oh, well, Liam, I would do a poll, but it turns out that you can't do a poll on StreamYard. You have to log in to YouTube in your browser. I use an Apple Mac, therefore I can't use Safari to browse to use StreamYard. And every time I tried to log in just before the live stream, it kept saying there was a privacy and security issue. And I think Tom was sick of getting codes sent to his phone to let me in. So we can just do a poll by me saying, let's do a poll. Does everyone want a poll?
If you want a poll, raise your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Show us.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I think that's enough hands raised.
Right, so Liam says, life is for living. Let's do a poll. Okay, I will try and log in to the Reefers Network YouTube channel via my browser.
See you guys.
There.
A great stream.
How long was we on for? Yeah, 54 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. You're trying to sign in on a device Google doesn't recognize, and we don't have enough information to verify it's you. There we go. I cannot.
That's Ron.
Yeah, do you need verification? Yeah, it's definitely Ron.
I should really have changed my name to go in line with your guys' name.
Yes. I was going to ask you a question, Ron, actually.
Oh, Christ.
Serious. So what did you take home from your 5 hours, I think you're on, the stream with Chris? Was there any little nuggets there and you thought, I could use that, or I didn't know that? It was handy to know, or
yeah, so the most interesting thing I found is I'm not going to talk about the things I disagree with.
No, I ain't got time.
No, it's just that this hobby, every single person in the world can get to the same conclusion doing something different. So there's no point in saying somebody's method is wrong if they're growing corals and they're growing really, really well. Get over yourself and just accept that works for them. So everyone just needs to, Opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one.
Yes.
So I don't agree with all of his methods, but you know what? He's a much better coral farmer than me. Take from that what you will. So the biggest thing I took from the farm tour was him using oxygen in his bags for corals.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure I understand why you need to. And when I was doing my bagging trials,
That sounds like a fun weekend.
in which I was sending you corals and using the temperature logger, the data logger, which was really interesting. So the first delivery I sent to you, I left space in the bag with oxygen. In the second delivery I sent you, I used no space in the bag, and it was just purely water all the way to the very top. And the second delivery went much better than the first. So I'm not using pure oxygen. I'm just using air that's in the room.
Yeah, I know.
Bag.
Yeah, because I take it he's using like medical grade oxygen.
I did see there was an air. There was a looked like an oxygen tank next to that thing that's with the metal clips, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that just gives you extra time if the box gets delayed, because that oxygen's going to diffuse in. I guess I can't see any other reason for it, really.
Yeah. So yeah, Mo, I already I put one single little granule of carbon in every coral I bag up, just to try and soak up any nasties or anything that the coral itself is actually producing due to stress. And it has definitely helped me a little bit. But the oxygen thing surprises me. It really does surprise me.
So that black bag's carbon. I've been trying to grow it for 6 months.
Stuck it to a coral frag.
So you guys, were you all on the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Not all
Lee,
of it.
Lee, what did you? No, what? I got to 4.5, and I literally was like, nope.
I thought you dropped into a sitting coma.
Well, I basically did, because I was so tired.
I'd like to put a heart monitor on Ron, because he would have flatlined about half hour ago.
I absolutely loved the farm tour, and I want to say personally thank you so much to Chris for giving us a tour.
Yeah, that was good.
But after the actual eye candy and all the rest of it, and I don't mean this in any offense at all, but you know, I've listened to so many streams, hours and hours and hours with Chris Meckley on it, and it's hard not for information to be regurgitated over and over and over again. And a lot of the questions we were talking about was stuff that I already know Chris's thoughts on it and all the rest of it. I didn't have anything to add, therefore I was like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, the farm tour was interesting.
Yeah,
I thought that, because if you look, because if I had a farm, that's what it looked like. That's me. The way he just goes, yeah, it's functional, it works, couldn't give a shit how it looks, if it grows the coral. And then you look at someone else like Than from Childhood Gardens. I mean, talk about two extremes to get to the same place.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say is that my plan for our expansion here at Eden Corals is definitely glass tanks, and that is, you know, Chris actually mentioned the fact that it's that view under the racks. That did you see the flow in his tanks?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can't see a thing in that. But if those tanks were glass, you could leave all of that flow going and running and still be able to look through the side glass and be able to see crystal clear absolutely everything. That's my view.
Yeah, I guess so. But I wonder how much those troughs are. They're like fiberglass troughs, aren't they?
They are stupid money here.
Yeah, here they would be. But over there, you'd probably pick them up for $2.
Well, you get them at farm supplies there. We don't have them here. All the farm supplies ones that I have found here, aren't fiberglass. They're mostly plastic, and they have none of the rigidity bars.
Reinforcing bars in. Yeah, stop and bowing. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I enjoyed, and I kind of realised throughout his whole conversations, basically, I run my tank exactly how he runs his farm. I use exactly the same calc crosser, touch of sodium hydroxide, and a calcium reactor, which is basically what he does.
Yeah, it's exactly what he does.
And my fish room looks a complete mess. I was like, oh, got a lot in common.
His stairs looked much safer.
And
What's
insects
that?
as well.
His stairs looked a lot safer.
That is true, yeah. I don't have to employ anyone, though, do I? So I don't have to worry about that. It's just
I've
family
nightmares about
members
your stairs.
dying.
So he's only got 3 members of staff, he said.
Yeah, that's insane, isn't it? Really, for the size of it. I mean, if you think you go to AAC and they've got like 8 members of staff in there, in that shop, and he's got, that's his wife, and I don't know if he's got his kids there.
I don't know. I don't know if they're involved in the business. I assume they probably will be. But I mean, he doesn't have any glass to clean. So there's one.
No.
There's
Yeah,
one
that's true.
negative for having glass.
Yes, that's very true. Yeah, because
And
you've got
that
glass.
makes it a
You
lot
want to see through it, don't you?
You do.
And
Yeah.
having customers in, that takes up a lot of resource as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he only sells wholesale, I take it. He don't sell to custom. He doesn't have people
No.
going there.
He's
No.
wholesale only. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it easier, I suppose.
I found it interesting. I think at one point he said, I may be wrong, he doesn't actually frag that much. He quite often just buys in and then sells.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a good business model. Oh, Carl's saying oh sorry, I forgot to actually mention that. No, nobody's forgotten halides, Melinda. Does anyone want to talk about halides? I don't.
I don't know what they are.
So Carl's saying he had a small coral farm about 5 years ago.
Ah,
Do you
a lot of
had?
work. Yeah. Not
Doesn't
anymore.
have now. And Bernadette, thank you for supporting me and basically saying I'm wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely contradicted there. Wrong.
No, ours are plastic. We can get fiberglass troughs for pond plants, but they're only like 6 inches deep. As soon as you go to something deep enough for corals, the reinforcing steel bars then get made into the fiberglass process, and the price goes bonkers.
Yeah, weird.
Absolutely crazy. But thanks for your input, Bernadette. I appreciate it. Slap for that later. Yeah, that surprised me as well, Tommy. Was surprised no acclimation of water and light, just straight in after the dipping process. Well, I'll be honest, Tommy, that's exactly what I do now. I was talking to somebody in an LFS down in England a couple of weeks ago, and they were talking about how they allow acros to slime up before they put them in the tank and all the rest of it.
I've heard that.
Just whack 'em
I'm
in.
sorry. Pop them in. I'm sorry. One of the analogies the boys on Reef Beef used, which I still remember to this day, is if you are stuck in a garage full of carbon monoxide, do you just open the door and run out? Or do you slowly crawl towards the door, not to get too much clean air too
That's
quickly?
quite
Depends how long you've been in there for, really, doesn't it?
good analogy.
I like that one, and it always stuck with me. As far as I'm concerned, would you not want to get the coral straight back into? And it is true,
Yeah.
you know, that water inside that coral is just sitting, and you know, it's not transferring water. I suppose it reminds me a bit of like an anemone, the way they inflate and then deflate, and they take in clean water and expel older water and stuff like that. But no, I'm straight in. Lee, what did you take from Chris Meckley's tour and live stream?
I lied. Just awesome. I like the way he explained going back to acclimating corals, the fact that they are constantly full of water anyway. I did like the explanation of that. There were a few things. It were very interesting. It were a bit long, to be honest. I would, same as you, Ron, I was tired near the end of it, but it was just good to see your farm and actually have a chat and be able to ask questions. You know, like a lot of information, a lot to take on board, let's put it that way.
Yeah,
And the fact that
you
I've
put in
been-
some very, very highbrow questions into the chat there, Lee. I mean, Chris read one out, didn't he?
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Right. We're not
That was
saying
the
it.
question
I still can't believe he said that out loud. But
I
anyway.
couldn't. I was just testing to see if you could swear in thing. Yeah.
Saying
But
that,
if
I mean,
anyone
we
doesn't
did-
know what Rob's on about, if you watch the live stream that was recorded from Friday night, you'll find out.
it was quite
it's
soon
worth a
in,
watch.
actually. It was, and then he outed our next guest, just like that. I mean, he outed himself as a guest about a month ago in the chat in somebody else's stream.
Yes.
Oh my god! So yeah, Liam saying never acclimatized anything, not even Bruce.
Now, I've been using the same system for the calc as what Chris has for the
Oh, we don't
past
acclimate
4
his
years.
fish either. Is that what that means? I thought we were talking
Yes.
corals.
Now, the
I
only
know
reason why I
exactly.
do acclimate fish is
Yeah, I
the,
acclimate
the
fish.
osmotic pressure. I find is something you have to take into consideration. But
See, fish are a lot more sensitive than what your corals are in that sense, especially
But
when it
it
comes to
is-
acclimation.
it's working for him. Like I said earlier, you know, we've all got opinions.
Yeah.
Yes, tricky.
But yeah, I've been using the same calc system he has, and I spoke to him maybe about 4 years ago now via email, and he couldn't. I mean, it was extremely helpful, and it was like constantly, if you need any more help, just message us. And that was for programming for the Apex system to control my pH via calc dosing.
Has anyone bought that cheaper probe since watching the stream? I'm tempted by the salinity probe that Steve bought, but Chris made it sound like the pH probe. You've got to plug it in, unplug it, plug it in, plug it.
Yeah,
No, just run through the sequence without it plugged in.
Yeah,
twice.
That's
You've
what
done
I
it,
did,
Steve,
right.
haven't you? Yeah. And then
okay.
when you've done that, you have to do it twice, do you? And then you plug it in.
Yeah.
And then
I only did it once.
And you do it another twice
Oh,
or
yeah.
3 times with it plugged in.
Once was enough for Steve, and he went, "Yeah, I'm all out. I'm done."
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Hello,
probe's
Ryan.
been fine,
Ron's
is it?
talking about anemones. Somebody mute him. Is there an anemone joke that I'm missing other than the hosting situation? Don't you dare! Oh, Carl's gonna. Here we go. He had 5 tanks, all 5 foot, all the lights. The price to run all the wave makers and lights and salt. I was just breaking even, and you lose stuff. It's all money. Yep. I think scale is everything. I am so in my comfort zone right now in my farm. So everything is totally just ticking over, and
Yeah. You're going to go. Is it going to go tits up if you scale it up?
yeah, it's a
So
worry.
while
And
we're on it, Ron,
Yeah.
can I pencil you in for a tank tour of your farm?
Very good.
Yeah, like it.
let me get the building first, Lee, and then we can talk dates.
Yeah.
We'll all go tits up.
We'll just walk around an empty field. I mean, that's how Thane started his. Just a lump of his empty garden.
Dave saying that Bruce the Shark is hardcore, and that's Liam's technique.
Yeah. So, to the point.
That is a sentence and a half.
I know.
It just had an instant pass.
So Bernadette's got some input here, and I'll be honest, I did actually Google it and take a look. So does anybody here in the chat use that little eye dip?
I used to. I bought one when I first ever heard of them.
Okay.
I got 2 people to buy them, and they were really, really good. But I lent mine out, and usual case, it vanished, and I've never seen one since.
You had it, you lent it to somebody, and you didn't get it back.
Who'd you give it to?
I was about to say it live.
Yeah, say it
That's the
live.
problem. I can't remember.
Was it Jamie Craggs?
No, it wasn't Jamie Craggs. I've not met him. I've met him now, but yeah. No, it was just one of mates, and I forget because I've got how much stuff. I forget how I lend stuff to. So can I borrow this? Yeah, take it.
Jesus,
Right.
yeah.
And that is why I don't lend
Strands knocking around.
anybody anything,
Mm.
especially tools.
Yeah.
We lent a pressure washer to a family member. They gave it back to me, broken, and said, "That's broken, by the way."
No, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Family for you.
Not a story, nothing. That's broken. Cheers. So yeah, so you used the eye dip, and did you like it?
It were all right. It was a bit complicated back then, but we're going back about a bit 4 years. Because I saw a review on it on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh, that looks interesting."
I was intrigued because he went, you got to dip the little strip and then basically.
Yeah.
It's all about how you waggle it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tick or something. I was like, oh.
He didn't get my joke on that at all.
You didn't get any of your jokes, really, Ron.
They all
No,
went
I
over his head.
They all did. Probably just it was funnier. Liam says he thinks Chris is the only. Maybe Chris has got yours, Lee.
Yeah, yeah, maybe that is it. Floated across the sea. Yeah.
Todger boy Corals, Ron, will the new farm have Reefer's accommodation for Lee and the children?
He's getting some, isn't he?
Isn't he?
It's different how he's not on screen, isn't it? I'm trying to behave myself, and I'm getting comments like that from him, from Onion Master.
That's what makes it funny. No, we don't have any accommodation for anybody, and we have a 3-bedroom house, and every bedroom is full of shit to make sure nobody ever can stay overnight. Ever. We even had a spare couch, almost brand new, got rid of it. No, you're not sleeping on that. Nope. I put nails down in the floor. No, just a locked door is a happy door.
I haven't slept on a nail bed for ages.
It's got nothing chalk around the door frame.
Yes, Dave, 100% we will do a tour of the new farm. I'm planning on putting my big boy pants on and embracing social media entirely in 2025 because I have really, really tried to just. I'm not a fan. I don't like it. Instagram is so complicated to me, and I know everyone's like, "Oh, you're such an old man." I can't. The ats and the hashtags and the mentions. I mean, even Rob this morning, send that, or is it last night? Send that to me in your story and tag me. What? What?
Oh, you youngsters.
It blows my mind. So I'm trying to embrace it a wee bit more, and I will keep everybody posted on what's going on in the farm, obviously.
So everyone in the chat, if you're not already subscribed to Ron's channel, which is Reefer AF, I'm sure he would much appreciate you to subscribe and watch videos and give him some likes.
I really don't care. I mean, if you want to do it, do it. If you don't, I don't care. It's really good fun though. If you want to join the Discord, that is not the Discord link. How do I edit that? I said to Tom, there's a slash missing. There we go. Saved. Let's try again. Having never done this,
always slash forward.
Can we have a poll on whether I'm better at this than Tom?
Well, we have no technical difference.
Yeah, we just count hands in the chat. Just count the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Who doesn't want Tom back on?
Your one hand job better.
Oh my God. On Mr. Meckley's tour that you took part a little bit in, did you take anything home from it?
Yeah, what he was saying about corals and light level. So what I've always done when I've brought a coral home into my tank is I've put it at the bottom of my tank in the kind of lower light levels to let it kind of settle in after traveling or shipping or whatever I've done, and then slowly raise it up the tank to the level that it's going to live at. And he was basically kind of saying, nah, fuck that, just put it in at the top.
Well, it depends where it comes from, doesn't it?
I was going to say, the difference is he's bringing in wild corals.
Yeah.
Or maricops corals. So if you're buying it from an LFS and they've been growing that out and fragging it from a colony they keep in their farm, different issue, isn't it?
Yeah, good point.
I have to say, when he said bring your corals home and put them under 1,000 par.
1,000 par seems quite toasty.
Excessive.
Wee bit extreme, Chris.
Yeah.
Only possible with halides, so we're probably all right.
Yeah.
Just to reiterate, I have every respect in the world for what Chris is doing, but like I've said, We all have our own methods. If the end game is healthy, happy animals, it's all I care about.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
that's what makes the hobby interesting, really, for me anyway. There's just multiple ways to get to the same way. I just don't understand why some people think, oh, always the only way. Well, it's not, is it? It's just not. Don't matter what way you use, it's not the only way.
That's the issue I have, which is, you know, I said in reply to Chris live on air, I said, well, I grow corals with LEDs. It's
well, most people do, don't they?
Yep.
You know,
I do.
Probably 99% of hobbyists don't run halides.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
much cheaper electricity.
I don't think I've ever physically even seen one.
I haven't.
T5. I'm that late in this hobby. I came in at Gen 4 Radions. That's where I started. I don't know shit about those anything before then. And be honest, don't need to, do I?
No.
Really?
I mean, my dad had a reef tank when I was a kid, and it was just T5s. I don't think he even had aquatic specific T5s, so I don't think he had.
Yeah, my dad had one in the 70s, and it looked like what you'd see in a shop or an office. Just a normal fluorescent white light.
Yep.
Pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah.
My dad was the same. T8s it was originally.
Yeah.
Looked like he just pulled them off at the kitchen roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So Melinda's saying she had one and hated it.
Oh.
So she, but then in brackets also
talking about halides, or
so yeah. So do you mean you used to run a halide, Melinda? But do you also then mean in the brackets that you don't like the new technology? If you could just say what you mean in the comment.
Halides are just on off, as far as I'm aware, aren't they? Yeah.
Although, who was it I was listening to on YouTube not that long ago that said the ramping up thing is just total and utter bollocks? No need for it.
Doug.
Oh, was it Doug Dorrit from Frag Farm?
I think so, because I think their technique is it's a really quick ramp up, like 10 minutes or something, and you whack it straight on.
Yeah, so this is in tandem with the bolus method specifically.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
But he did
go high pH, high light in the morning, haven't you? But overall, the intensity of the light is the same because you reduce it later on in the day.
Yeah.
So it is kind of the same. You're just delivering it different, aren't you?
I just found it interesting. He was talking about the fact that out in the oceans that the light is filtered by the water. Therefore, the ramp that we create in our tanks is, I'm absolutely butchering this. I can't actually remember the exact term he used, but I heard the word. I was fragging at the time, and when I switched the saw on, I'm trying to desperately listen to what people say on YouTube, but my brain, I think, gets a little bit jumbled.
Yeah, I mean, you know, on the equator, the light ramps up very quickly. You know, you go from it's dark, half hour later, my eyes are burning. So you know, it is a quick ramp up.
Yeah,
and obviously because the sun gets that high in the sky, it's almost perpendicular to the ocean, so the rays penetrate. You know, up here in the northern and southern hemisphere, it's more glancing, isn't it?
That's
so you get that instant light. But anyway, that's enough of that serious track.
We were kind of on a dangerous track there of actually talking.
Sorry.
Yes, Tommy. I totally agree, but again, it's Chris's farm's doing really well, and WWC are absolutely smashing it as well. So,
yeah.
I did used to have a triple halide, but I used to run it on fresh water. I'd bought it in a deal, and it was just I didn't have no other light, so I used this triple halide on top of fresh water, and it was my trophies tank. Now the colours on the fish were phenomenal from halide, but I couldn't say if it grew any corals because I say it was fresh water. But the shimmer on it and all that were just.
But that full spectrum sunlight does make fish look amazing.
You know. Funny you should mention that because my yellow tang
looks very yellow
under radiance. Was that kind of biota captive?
They're a little bit washed out.
Yes.
Yeah, they are. They are a little bit washed out under them.
And the second I put this tang and flicked it on, even Bernadette said to me, that yellow tang is like boom.
Yeah.
Mine looks orange under the skies. So I have them on a very white spectrum as well.
What's the plan for the Skylight? Right, so I'm right in thinking it's been discontinued. They're no longer manufacturing it because obviously then Ecotech then became part of the Aperture brand, and the Radians obviously are a massive seller. I assume probably one of the biggest sellers in the world for reef tank LEDs. But the Skylight. So if something goes wrong with one of them now, are you just screwed then, Lee?
Yeah, basically.
So
But
you
I'm
used to run
looking-
Coral Cares, and you said you really liked them. Would you roll back, or would you go to something different?
I'd be tempted for Stratton's. If I have to buy brand new, it'd be Stratton's. But yeah, I'd quite happily go back to Coral Cares.
I've always
I think
wanted
they
to.
would have done some sort of deal, wouldn't you? Aperture, to try and appease some of their customers. Are going, if you got a Sky, we give you like a massive discount on a Radian or something if you want to bring it in.
Yeah,
rather than just
literally
going,
get them swapped over is quite.
rather than just going, we're going to give you nothing.
Yeah. Well, you think about it, in America, the amount of people and the amount of YouTube channels that are actually running Skies, it's untrue. And they've just discontinued them. They haven't
there's a
even
lot of people-
announced the fact that they're discontinued. I only know because I have friends in the industry that have told me.
A lot of people were given them. So Mark Levinson, so Melev's Reef on YouTube, I know he was given a whole load. Rich Ross from Reef Beef, he was given a whole load. I assume they didn't pay for them because I think they actually used it.
I doubt it.
Well, Matt got his delivered and set up by Terence, didn't he?
Mr. Fugazi himself.
Yep.
What's the... So
Talk amongst yourselves.
that's it. All right.
Yeah. So Tommy's saying, his Cattery Red Yellow Tang looks really washed out. So yeah. No, it's not a feeding thing, Tommy. Trust me, it's not a feeding thing at all. Mine just looked really, really bland, and then put this quality LED fixture above my tank, and boom.
Feeding does actually affect the coloration a lot as well, Ron.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I mean the just general feeds that people are using. The chances are you're not.
Just showing me his last YouTube video. It's fine, mate. Cheers. I've got six people asking me to do a video on feeding now, so on food that I produce.
Just you eating pizza with pallies on it.
That's it. Yeah. Sprinkle some panettone over there.
Also, to make it more spicy, you rub Zoa juice in your eye.
It is looking a lot better today.
Yeah.
Lee.
Yeah.
I think that's the filter. Let's have a look. Let's turn the filter off.
No, don't turn it off. Don't turn it off, Lee.
No. People aren't ready.
I've eaten this morning.
Yeah, it looks a bit worse with filter off.
So Tommy's saying on the matter of lighting and this, why can nobody write the word Stratton? Right. First of all, it doesn't have a double T at the end. It's Straton. On the matter of lighting on the Starton, there's a unit from Kelloray called the AL200. I was looking at it. Seems okay, but I don't have the know-how to drop that much on a UK known brand. I have never heard of that. Has anyone else heard of Kello? Dangerously close to Kello.
I had a big,
it
was like a Kessel copy, but it were about a foot across. And that were Kello light. That were really good, but it were, I'm going back.
Is that a UK company then?
Sorry?
Is that a UK company? Kello?
No, it's another AliExpress style.
I think it's supposed to be an unknown brand,
supplied
not a UK known brand.
Oh, okay, right, sorry. Right.
I got mine supplied from the guy that used to do all the Christ, I can never remember the name of them. They call them Reef Brights not Reef Brights, Reef. Oh, no, it's gone.
Okay.
What Reef
himself,
Just
go bladder to empty.
Did he literally just stand up and walk away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having a piss.
Mute
In
your
the
mic.
corner, literally in the corner.
Yeah.
So Tom is saying,
"Come, dude, where's my car?" Where they have that bloke that comes out of the closet and just pisses in plant.
Come on, Ron. You should be able to search and share screen live. Yeah, I could.
Evergrow.
Tom, I think that is shit. It looks awful. It's terrible when people do that. And my search history might get me in trouble.
That's what you're really worried about.
Well, probably there's something in my history to do with your coral names, to be honest, Steve.
There's probably still quite a few in mine. Yeah.
I'll bet there is. And that's just the ones you posted.
Yes.
Can you attach pics to YouTube comment? No, you cannot, Tommy. Sorry. And you can't post links either. YouTube doesn't allow it, so people can't spam us. Right? Does anyone remember the? Here we go. I'll click on this. I'll click on this, and then
the guy that was supplying the same guy that used to supply all Evergrows in UK back then.
AL200 Kello. Is that what I'm searching? Aquarium light. Kello Ray LED light. Here we go. It says it's South Africa. Oh no, that's
where I'm from.
No, it's actually made by Ocean Sea Products. You know, the movie Wavemaker thing that was at Aquarium.
Yeah, the thing that.
Yeah, it looks like they make it, but they don't make it anymore.
What, the light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I searched for it, it came up as one of theirs.
150 what? 720 quid.
Yeah.
Right, does anyone know how to share a screen? Present?
Yeah, present, and then you pick what window you want to present.
Share screen. Allow.
Where have you gone wrong?
There's a few clicks to go through to get there. Is it sharing your screen? Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, this is fun for the viewers.
It's IP65.
Yeah, so it's like a coral care then. So it's fully dust and waterproof. It shows you your PAR levels. 480 halfway down.
What's the profile of that? Is it like the same sort of?
Yeah, it's super slim, like a Stratton. Yeah.
They do a bigger one. Oh, smaller.
Yeah. Interesting. Never heard of it.
No.
Never heard of it. Stop sharing. There we go. Thanks for that. Tommy Boy.
Yeah. I mean, if you hadn't sent him that whiskey, he wouldn't have given a shit about you mentioning the light, but anyway.
Yeah. So Dave has a question. Do you want to read this one out, Lee?
Why me?
Moving on. Oh my God. Okay, so Tommy's saying that the 150 is the small one, but there's an AL200 which is the big one. So the 150 is the small one, and it's £720.
That was the 200, wasn't it? It was 720.
No, AL150.
150. That was 150 watts.
Yeah, the 200 I was looking at was 798. So there's not much difference in the two.
Why would you buy the 150? So it's 16 mil thick, and it has no fans, obviously, because it's so thin. So yeah, okay.
16 mil. What's that one that you've got, the Stratton? Do you know how thick that is? No.
Like Venus.
No, it's 12 mil, if I remember rightly.
You want me to measure it live?
Yes, please.
How girthy is your strap?
Light. Oh, okay.
10 mil.
Wow, that is thin, isn't it?
All right, first time.
Yeah. It's I was actually expecting maybe slightly bigger than that, but there you go. Oh, Liam's got a nice comment for us.
It's just silence. It's like, yeah, riveting.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
So I have to apologize to everyone. I don't have a game today because I have had to learn StreamYard since being told, do you want to host last night at about 8 o'clock? So I don't have a game. Does anyone have an idea of a game we could do? Because, I mean, people can just answer in the comments, can't they?
No.
Thanks, everybody. Mr. Boner, do you have it? Oh, I should really change your name.
What we normally do, which is who's going to swear first. So we've already been there.
Well, that's gone. That's
I
done.
was going to say, yeah, that was got that over the first 60 seconds. Thank you.
So
actually, we got that over in the green room.
We've talked about our previous week in reefing. What do you have planned for this coming week, Lee?
I thought it was going to say 2025. I thought it was going to go big. Last stream of the year, this.
Oh, let's do that then. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Lee, first of all, let's fix my ATO because that broke 2 days ago and I haven't been asked doing it. One of the sensors has died, so I've that to do. I've also got my calcium reactor to fit.
Is that Aqua Forest made?
No, unfortunately not. It's a Deltec one.
Right.
Ooh, quality.
Funny. I'm in talks about getting one, an Aqua Forest one, obviously.
I'm in talks. He's messaged me. Can I have one, please?
My people made a meeting with your people. I didn't even know they make one.
Okay.
Didn't know they make one.
No. Then I'm going to
Okay, that's what the coffee cup was for.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's for measuring my traces out. Apparently.
Really? Okay, that's safe.
Why is there a mark halfway up though? Because you can't see through it.
It's all about
it's got a flaw in the design there.
It's using the third eye to see it. You see, your mate Ali will know about that.
Yeah, I think they've measured it down so when you dip into it, they know it's halfway down the cup.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I'm going to split my systems and run one as low nutrient and one as high nutrient. That's about it. I don't know. I hadn't even thought about what I'm doing tomorrow, let alone 2025.
You are such a liar, Lee. You were talking about a tank change.
Yeah, talking about a new tank.
Yeah, that's on back burner. Because I'm still not sure what size I want to do, and I'm pondering moving such like, I don't know.
So do you reckon you would clear out other tanks and just go really, really big? Or are you talking about adding another one?
Well, the thing is, I've got at my mum's house a 40 by 36 by 28 inch tank, and I want to put it where the water box is, and then I can have that as a big, like SBS stroke, whatever tank, and then have my big main tank for my fish and all my softies, or LPS. And big tank will be about 8.5 foot by 40 by either 28 or 36, depending on who I get to build it and where it gets built.
36 deep in it.
Yeah.
Deeper the better, because as you know, Rob, it really alters how the fish react and how the fish swim.
Yeah, it is. I like a deep tank.
Can't believe that was a serious conversation after somebody said the word deep. I mean,
yeah.
Whoa. So do you think you're going to have to get more acro props for that, Lee?
No, I've still got 4 sat in cellar waiting. So the whole point
is leaning casually against the wall.
Yeah. Just waiting there, ready. It says, why do you put them in skip? I'm like, no, because I'm going to use them when I do a new tank. But I'm going to move all front cellar out, then I can get access, because it's going on in front room wall. So I'm going to have to shut down 6-footer, put alt fish somewhere else, and then get new one built.
Well, that's exciting. Although I don't know where the room in your house is for a human to actually exist and live.
Just a little bit.
Do you have to come in your front door sideways, Lee?
Sorry?
Do you have to come in your front door sideways?
No, it opens perfect. I measured it all so it was right. I've got about a foot clearance, but when I put the new tank in, I'm going to have to be careful then. But I have wedges on the floor, so I can't open the door any further so it don't hit tank.
Ah, good idea. So,
good idea.
Do you think this new tank will actually go across your window?
Yeah. I originally wanted it where my sofa is, so at the other end of the tank, but because I put the new sumps in, I can't get the acro props in because, like a plonker, I forgot to put the acro props in place ready. So I couldn't decide where tank were going to go then. And I got excited and just built them.
If anyone wants to watch Lee's tank tour, you can find it on YouTube on the Reefer AF. It's entertaining, informative, and distressing.
It's also on the health and safety executive site. If you want.
Absolutely bonkers. Steve,
Yes.
plans for 2025. I mean, obviously, you're hoping you're going to move house.
I'm hoping, yes.
Instant depression.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all going well until then. Thanks.
Are things, I mean, obviously, these people normally work harder on the run up to Christmas.
Yeah, and make a real effort to get it all sorted before New Year.
So I did have a little bit of news at the beginning of last week.
Hold on.
News.
This better be fucking good, Steve.
Yes, not.
The
all of the stuff for my move is in. It's just now all of the solicitors just can't be asked to do anything about it because it's a bit close to Christmas. So nothing's happening, basically.
Yeah, so I mean, you're going to be talking well into probably the second week of January before people get back out of bed and
I know the person whose house I'm buying.
I was going to say
that's not how it works, Steve. Hold on. If I'm selling my house, I have to build you one.
I know they're going away, and they're going to be away from Boxing Day until like the middle of January, towards the end of January. So I don't actually know when it's going to happen. I'm so done with that. I almost said
when they just come back from holiday, you're just in their house.
Yeah.
So
Squatters' rights.
Yeah, I've moved your gear. It's in Lee's cupboard.
I did think, you know what? Let's just unpack everything and not move. I don't know if I'll be bothered anymore.
Obviously, it's a bit of a personal question, but why are you moving? Is it for more space?
Yeah.
Just for a bigger tank. That's all it is. It's going for an 8 foot.
Yeah. Well, I've been kind of working hard, overpaying the mortgage and everything. So it got to that point where I could like be mortgage free or move and get somewhere bigger. And we went for the move to go somewhere bigger. And we're now thinking,
get some
a lot of
debt around you.
Can only die in debt once, Steve. Trust me.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, do you have a tank size in mind?
Not set in stone because I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm still
Is your
working.
wife in the chat?
No, she's not
Oh,
even
you're
in the
fine
building.
then.
So
You're fine then.
She's locked her out. Locked her out of the house.
yeah.
You don't want to see this, love. Seriously.
She's out with her first love, which is her horse at the moment. So
Oh,
okay.
So
well,
I mean, you won't see her for an hour or at least.
There's money in that.
Yeah. So I really want to move into the new house and take over the dining room.
Okay.
And then convert the kitchen. On one side of it is a dining room, on the other side is an office. The office is smaller than this room I'm in now. So what I wanted to do is knock the kitchen, which is already quite big, into the office and make a kitchen diner there, and then steal the dining room.
Dining room
is what I would really like to do, but she's not particularly overjoyed by that idea.
Dining rooms is just another reason why people might come and visit.
Should turn it into a fish room, mate.
Yeah.
We have a huge dining table in our house, but no fucking chairs.
Nice. Yeah. And I mean, your tank's not as big as a horse, is it? And she's got a horse.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
All right.
You know, yin and yang.
Yeah. You've got that bit of give and take. So, yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
I think we sorted that for you then.
yeah. Would it be
So-
a room? Would it be a room divider then?
I would, yeah. So the living room would also border onto that what is currently the dining room. So it would be really nice to put the tank up against that wall, and then cut a section of the wall out, so that you can have it as the divider between the two rooms.
You
as well.
better look through and see your wife then, because she probably won't be talking to you about that point anyway. Making
No, I mean, she doesn't want to talk to me at the best
She's
time.
riding her horse round the living room.
Just chucking horse shit in your tank. Cycle that.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Rob, 2025.
2025. Yes, I'm just going to go bigger. So I'm going to get another house. I'm going to get a 6 million litre tank.
Enough for a horse to swim in?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, literally full size seahorse with a saddle. I'm just going to be in there cleaning my glass, riding a horse. Oh dear.
I've now got an urge to Photoshop Rob's face on Aquaman riding a seahorse.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, what have I got planned? I mean, obviously, I've got the spawning to look forward to at the end.
Sorry.
Yes.
You're gonna die. Do it quietly.
Yeah, he's choking on a horse. Yeah, so my plan. Oh dear, it's funny, isn't it? It's just someone mentions the horse, and you just go off on a complete tangent. Anyway,
Yeah. We should play. We should actually play a game. Well, you
What?
say one word, and then the person has to say.
the game of
Yeah.
tangents.
Oh, yeah. So, like, if you were to say, like, if the first word was horse, I reckon
No.
all three of us would go cock.
Right? Yeah,
So like mallet's mallet.
Yes.
like it. Yeah.
Sorry. On you go.
I just wondered if there was a psychologist watching, because he'd draw a lot of conclusions from that.
and
Anyway,
you'd be right.
that
Or
word
she.
association. Yes. Yeah. What was I saying? Lost me, Fred.
Riding
What's
a
the
horse
question?
and a tank, apparently.
You were telling us you're going to upgrade
Yes.
to metal halides, Ron.
That's my. Yeah, oh yes. Yeah. Yeah. Want the latest tech. What
Because
am I
electricity
doing?
is so cheap at the moment.
They're throwing it at me. Yeah. I want to breed urchins. That's one thing I want to do. Ready,
keep
hopefully,
the-
before. Yeah.
I've got
Baby
loads in
horse,
cellar.
baby.
Before next. Not them sort of urchins. Not street urchins. Tuxedo urchins. They're just a bit posher. Yeah, that's it really, I suppose. Just bob along with a tank and wait for November to come around and hopefully get very
Can I
busy
ask,
with
Rob?
some spawning. You can
When
ask,
you- When you successfully breed your acros and the spawn and you get loads of TC egg, are you going to be naming all the acros as well? The ones that you've produced?
What, as in like each individual frag will have a like Steve, Dave,
No,
Bob-
obviously.
Bobby the
Bobby the third,
Yeah.
GC egg number 482.
Yeah.
I think no would be the answer.
All right, I'm just going to say,
I'll
'cause
probably call them something like F1.
Ooh.
Hey? And it's I don't know why.
Speedway
I don't know why.
racing is a bit next.
I don't know why motorsport got into genetics, but it did. But so that's where we are. Yeah. Yes. So that's the plan really for this year.
So
Or next year, I
you
should say.
lost some of your colonies. So are you planning on replacing them, and where are you going to source the new ones?
Well, I'm waiting for some slow dick up in Scotland to get some connections.
Slow deck.
Yeah, I mean, Paul gets some in throughout the year, so I'll pick up, wherever, if I can find anywhere that's doing wild Aussie millies, obviously, that are of a decent size, I will pick some up. I mean, the two I've got left look very happy now. They're growing, so they're putting out new growth, and they're nice and shaggy, like a millie is. So yeah, pretty confident that they'd be good. But yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, a bit risky just having two.
Well, I mean, what if that one doesn't fancy that one?
Exactly it. If they don't spawn within the same 3-hour window, you're buggered really. So yeah, I'd like to have 6, like of a size that will spawn. So I've got nearly a year to get another 4 in there. And keep
So you're not in a rush to replace them then, to then get them all stabilized into your system with your lighting schedule and your temperature fluctuations and.
No, because you can just switch them in a 4-week, you know. So,
well, how long were they in your tank before you got an actual spawn?
It was 4 days. yeah. It's just like, yeah. So I mean, what I normally do, like with most things in life, because I'm pretty chaotic, is I have all the ideas, and then they spawned on the 26th of November. So probably about the 25th of November, I'll be going, I need to get something sorted. And then it turns into carnage, because that's just the way I like. It makes life exciting, I always find, if you leave everything to the last possible moment.
Like checking your mic or, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the plan, really. Hopefully I'll just get a stage further, even if I just get to the stage where I fertilise all the eggs and I see plenty of love, and then I kill them all. It's still further on about this shit. You know, I'm not putting myself under any pressure to, you know, I've got to get this now, because, you know, it's a hobby. I just want to enjoy it. If it don't work out, it don't work out. I'm going to sit there and go, oh, I'm a fucking failure. You know? Brilliant attitude. Well, otherwise you wouldn't do anything, would you? If you're too scared of doing stuff because you don't want to fail, and you don't attempt things.
So getting the corals to actually go off,
yes,
is probably the easiest part. Then getting the planula
to
settle, and then keep those plugs, plates, whatever you've got clean of algae that will compete with the real estate. That's
the bit I think which is going to be the labour intensive, and I'd imagine they're going to be quite finicky as well. With any, I mean, they're tiny, aren't they? So any swings and parameters and whatever, But yeah, something to look forward to.
I cannot wait, and I think it's absolutely tremendous that you're documenting it and letting us all come up on the journey with you, because there's a lot of gatekeeping in the hobby.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing I just don't want to do. I want to just share everything, even if it goes completely wrong. I will just still share it and go, don't do this.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, at the end of the day, most science is about the failures. You know, it is just constant failure. But you learn stuff. I mean, unless you're an idiot, obviously, and you keep making the same mistakes. But the idea is, if you do it wrong, you kind of work out, what did I do wrong? And then next time you just move a little bit further in the process. So that's it.
Well, I'm hoping to dedicate...
A little bit so serious, sorry.
Well, I was about to say, we did have 36 people watching, and then when we started talking about coral spawning, it dropped to 28.
Cheers, Rob.
That's it, yeah. If anyone kills the stream, it's a scientist.
It does prove a point, though, about what people are looking for from these live streams.
Well, so with my YouTube, I mean, initially my YouTube channel was going to be all dissecting scientific papers, and nobody fucking cares. It's basically the brutal truth of it. They just don't give a shit. You start talking technical, you just go,
a focused audience, but such a thin slice of people. So 2025 for me is hopefully going to be getting into the new building and getting a few tanks ordered and set up and start to expand the farm. But I would like to dedicate at least one system to spawning myself. Sorry, not me spawning. Sorry,
spawning yourself.
That
is an OnlyFans channel, that one.
I guess that's where you're going to be cracking one off then, isn't it?
Take me quite a while to fill a huge tank, though. Eh?
It would, yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
Right. So, any particular coral you want to spawn, or
It would just be acros to begin with. It
Right.
would be. I've got a tremendous amount of respect for Mr. Budnick over in Great Lakes Corals in Petoskey, Michigan. He's going to try doing some types of LPS and things like that. I'll be honest,
Yeah.
I don't have any knowledge on that at all. Zero. I know nothing
Right.
about it.
yeah, I think that's what Kerry O'Neill's doing, isn't it? She's doing so she puts out some good content. Not
She
regular or
is
something.
incredible.
Yeah,
Absolutely incredible. Tremendous amount of respect for what she's doing with her team.
but you're just going, as Chris would say, just going with the easy shit.
Yeah,
See,
absolutely.
I mean, it makes sense. That's the place to start, isn't it? If you've not done it already, I mean, why make it's hard enough for a hobbyist? I think why make it even harder?
Yeah, I think
Start with something you know absolutely nothing about. You know?
setting up your sunrise and sunset and your temperatures, even though we're getting told that that's not really that important anymore, the blackout periods and all the rest of it. But that, like we just said, that is probably the easiest part of it all. It's the trying to get them to settle and then actually become an adult coral. I think that is what I want to do. It's not just being able to say, "Oh, I spawned corals and they survived." I really want to be spawning my own corals so they grow into corals to be able to sell and having as little impact.
Yeah, well, that's the next step that gets interesting, isn't it? Because once you've got that F1 generation, then you can start going, right, I can back cross them, I can look at the colours. I mean, one of the things I'd be interested in is, can you artificially increase the chimeras that you can get?
Yep.
So can you manipulate those larvae to make chimeras? Is there anything you can do? Yes, I mean, it's endless what you can try and attempt once you've got the basics done.
Yeah.
But you need to do the basics first, don't you?
Oh yeah, getting a coral from absolutely nothing to adult would be my first step. Then being able to, maybe I was about to use the term sell, but I normally just give shit away. But to then spread those corals around the British coral market and have people then growing them and then maybe potentially spawning them themselves and stuff like that. That'd be amazing.
It'd be nice. Yeah, it's just nice to be able to look in your tank and go, see the brown turd one there in the corner. That's mine. I fathered that.
So Dave needs to just stop watching this in public.
He does, yeah, he does.
So, Lee, you have been in the hobby a long time, way longer than me, Rob, and Steve, potentially all put together.
Well, he's only 28. I mean, it's had a toll on him.
Yeah, look at me.
So,
I had a rough paper on, let's put it that way.
Would you ever attempt a spawning project?
Well, I've only, to be fair, I've been in hobby a long time here, but I always. Sorry, we'll start again. Gives me big boy words. I used to always focus on fish. So I've never really been into corals up until about 2-3 years ago. That's when I first really started pushing for it. So maybe a bit farther down the line, but it's for minute at minute. I just want to keep them growing and not dying.
Yeah, your video this morning, I must admit, I found a little harrowing because everything you basically showed from the history of your tanks is now dead. It was, here's my pair of, they're dead. Here's my, it's dead.
There's a hammer colony, a pavona, and the purple tang, that's still alive, and the gongonias, they're all still alive, but when back when I got in at hobby, there were no one to talk to, and I just put things in and see if it lived. And I didn't start DOS until two years ago.
I do find that the internet is a blessing and a curse in this hobby because it's what an amazing thing that you can just get your phone out of your pocket, go onto Google and get an answer to the craziest questions. But also, not everybody out there has the right answers, unfortunately, and it can really be a minefield.
But it can also show how far I've come.
Yeah,
across the road.
Yeah, that's why your eye looks like that. Yeah.
It window and bounced off. I was trying to shoot a candle out that I'd put lit for romanticity.
A salty ricochet. God. So yeah, does we're about 5 minutes away from the finishing line. I cannot believe we've managed to actually fill an hour and 55 minutes. Does anyone have anything else they want to add?
Serious bits in.
Yeah, there were some serious bits in. So
before I apologise.
I think we have Sapphire back on the stream now. Tom messaged me. How do I know? I'll just get my phone out of my pocket.
While you're doing that, Rob, your battery backup.
Yes.
Have you not thought about fitting like the solar battery backup systems? Because you can get solar arrays that charge batteries, and then you use those battery backups as an EPS, so they have like this battery backup output. But you don't need to have them connected to solar, so you can have them just charge the batteries up off of mains, and then if the power goes, it. And I think
that's what this Victron can do. That I can wire solar into it and use that to charge the batteries as well when I need to. But I haven't got a solar array. I mean, I'm meant to be getting one. I've had 3 people around and they never come back with the quotes. So I don't know why. It's proving a bit difficult, it seems. But yeah, I mean, my head tells me the breakers just doesn't work.
Yeah. No, I think when you mentioned the price of it, I thought, because my parents had all solar and everything done,
right?
And I think that their 9 kilowatt hour battery was not a huge amount more than your inverter without any batteries. So
yeah, I mean, it's an expensive inverter.
Yeah,
it is. But I just thought, I made the mistake of thinking I'll buy something expensive and it'll work. Seems to be the exact opposite at the moment, but I don't know. So yeah, I did get sorted in the new year.
Lee, what's Santa bringing you?
I hope it's not maybe like last year. I don't know. I've got me mini Mac already, so that's about it really.
That's a brilliant present, though. Those new Mac Minis are amazing.
It's superb for editing. It makes it all so much easier.
Yeah, I got a new Mac for Christmas last year for editing all the Reefer AF videos and stuff like that, and it's been a complete game changer for me.
Well, that's what used to put me off, because I have the old Mac Mini here. And that was stupidly slow. And it just put me off coming up here and doing any work on it. Got new one, and it's a game changer.
Yeah, the M4 chip is quite something. Steve, what's Santa bringing you? New house?
Hopefully. You never know. I don't think Santa will bring it. If he does, he's going to be late. I think I'm going to try and get a Nios fish trap and a Trident maintenance kit.
Very nice. That was actually a reefing related
Christmas
present.
What are you catching then? Don't say fish.
Well, just to have them, Steve, or you got a job for it?
It's to have one if I need one.
Oh, okay, right. It's not for a fish that you want to remove, right?
No.
Personally, I'd go for the Aqua Medic, the big trap, because the bubble one's really good, but it can only fit certain size fish in, and they tend to get a bit twitchy around it. Whereas the Aqua Medic one sort of like blends in, and you've got more chance.
Small. The hole does look small on it, doesn't it? For certain things.
The Aqua Medic one, I can confirm, is absolutely dynamite. I have never failed to catch a fish.
Is that the one with the glass slides on the angle? Yeah.
Yep. Okay. It is really good.
Yeah, I've got one of them.
Yeah, I've got one of them.
Yeah. I mean,
the
fish don't fit in it, but I've got one.
Yeah.
So old tanks, right?
I saw how I got stuck into Nios one. I had to pull it apart to let him out.
Oh dear. Rob, what's Santa bringing you?
Nothing really.
Well,
Yeah, we don't do presents
At all?
No. Well, the kids obviously we do it for the kids, granted, but we've never done it like me and the missus really. Just, I guess we just buy stuff in the year when we want it, rather than waiting for Christmas.
Quite right.
Yeah.
Don't smash the cards all at Christmas. Just spend it all during the year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
last question of today, folks, is from Melinda in Brisbane.
yes.
Brisbane. Well, can't read.
I just went yes.
Oh,
So do you want, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to say? Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. Yeah, to get very small ones so that they will clean the algae on the plates when the plenty larvae settle out. Yeah, rather because otherwise I've got to use like a dentist kit and do it manually or something, which just sounds something I'd get bored of on day 2 and go, yeah. Yeah, don't get it in the wild, do they? So either survive or die. So
well, I just want to say thank you to Lee, Steve. Thank you for coming on the Reefing Network today
Thanks for having
and
me.
joining us for the first time. Rob, obviously, as always, a pleasure. I don't think I'll ever be invited back on, whether that be as a guest or a host. So it's been nice knowing you all.
that was the plan.
Yeah, thanks. Just literally suicide on air. I've been told that Sapphire from Yorkshire Reefs is back on this Friday. I'm not sure who with
Right.
or anything like that, but
I've
that's
just got a massive sale on Live Rock, I've heard.
what a dynamite suggestion. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure. And now I need to try and remember whether I end the stream and trigger the outro first, or I'm just gonna wing it.
You're not going to
Thank
play the
everybody.
intro for the end.
Yeah. So did
Yeah,
I
I
click
think you
that
should.
and then hit end?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cheers, everybody.
Now fuck.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year.